Hey guys, it's your young and defiant king, Yumesuke Stashika here. I saw a video talking about how One Piece sucks, and I actually agree. One Piece is what I'd call valley fiction, the opposite of peak fiction. The story is just childish. How is it childish? Well, you can read or watch it yourself to find out. Why should I provide examples to back up my arguments? It's also very repetitive. Once again, I will not provide any concrete examples to support my claim. Insulting my opponents makes my argument stronger, so let me do that. It's called an ad hominem, and the philosopher Plato said that it ensures victory in a logical debate. Anyone who likes this story that I don't must be an idiot. Only mainstream YouTubers review this overhyped garbage. Because it's mainstream, that means it's bad. Because popularity is inversely proportional to quality. All of the fans are stupid. Every single fan is a high schooler who can barely type a comprehensive sentence. That's not an overgeneralization based on my experiences. That's just a fact. Also, adults can't like shonen. If you are an adult and you enjoy a story that is aimed at an audience younger than adults, you are stupid. If you enjoy superhero movies like The Dark Knight or Iron Man, there's something wrong with you. If you enjoy classic and timeless Pixar movies, you have issues and you need to grow up, because you can't continue liking something that you liked as a kid when you become an adult. And stories that are aimed at kids can only be enjoyed by kids. Everyone knows that. One Piece fans think they're above others, which makes the anime bad. Now for the characters. Luffy is just a ripoff of Goku. He's exactly the same. They both have black spiky hair and black eyes. They both love food and are both kinda dumb. They both wear an orange and blue gi and learn martial arts at the start of the story. They both are aliens from another planet that protect the Earth from other aliens and are in search of the Dragon Balls. As you can see, they are exactly the same character. And Goku is a ripoff of Sun Wukong, so I guess that makes him a bad character too. Wukong must have been a ripoff of someone else, making him lame as well. It's like bad writing Inception. None of the characters have any depth. What do I consider depth? Whatever Luffy and the Straw Hats don't have. As stupid as Sanji's code is, that's not depth. Zoro's reason for using 3 swords or wanting to become the best swordsman isn't depth. All the characters act exactly the same as when they were introduced. This is obviously a problem, because a character has to change the way they behave in order to have depth. There is no character development either. Character development can be either type 1, which is backstory or fleshing out the character's likes and dislikes, or it can be type 2, which is a character arc. One Piece characters don't have backstories or character arcs, especially not backstories. They're all just shallow. There are only a few pivotal characters. What defines a pivotal character? I'm sure you can figure it out if you're as smart as me. Let's go to the story. The story is simply atrocious. It's garbage and offensively bad. I'm not going to explain that because you can just watch it yourself and come to the same conclusion. The story is supposed to be about finding the One Piece, but they're never looking for it. They're always wasting time saving other islands. It's not like they go to the New World past the Red Line, moving them closer to the treasure. It's not like they're making valuable connections on these islands that will eventually help them get the One Piece. I mean, there's no way one of the themes of this story is that the Pirate King has to be someone who's willing to help others or gather followers. That's impossible. All the arcs feel like filler. They don't gain any members or make any progress towards the One Piece in any of these arcs. The story is just being milked dry. The comedy is objectively cheesy. If you don't have my sense of humor, you're just inferior. There's too much crying, which is automatically a bad thing. The story never kills anyone, except for Ace, and Whitebeard, and all the characters in the flashbacks, but that doesn't count. Wait, do characters dying in flashbacks serve as development for depth, or the characters in the present? Nah, not possible. The fights also have no strategy, especially Luffy's. He never uses his rubber advantage to negate electricity, he never uses water to punch sand, and he never uses glass to reflect slowing beams. All of his fights are just won with plot armor. The characters cried over a ship being destroyed. Who puts sentimental value over inanimate objects? These guys are losers. Now for the setting. Pirates are lame. Everyone knows they're lame. If you have to ask why, you're simply unintelligent. Devil fruits aren't even explained. What needs to be explained about the system? Read the manga and you'll know. Haki sucks. It's probably the worst power system in manga and anime. Luffy's rubber power is also dumb. Rubber is soft. There's no such thing as hard rubber balls or something. It's not like Luffy could potentially control the hardness of his rubber body. He always has to be soft. And the manga is just as bad as the anime. The art style is ugly, and that's just a fact, not my opinion. Why is it ugly? Because it's childish. What makes it childish? Just see for yourself. Also, the women are over-sexualized, which automatically makes it bad. They have unnatural bodies. It's not like abstraction is an artistic choice. If the abstraction helped make good poses during the fights or exaggerate facial expressions, it would at least have a purpose. You can't say you have good taste if you actually like One Piece. And with all of this enlightenment I've gained, I actually realized that another manga I know is valley fiction. Hunter x Hunter. Based on my analysis here, a lot of these points can apply to Hunter x Hunter. The manga is overhyped and called a deconstruction in order to separate it from other shonen. People overrate it. It's also a shonen, which means that it's stupid like One Piece. Hunter x Hunter fans think they're smarter than other anime fans, therefore the show sucks. Gon is a ripoff of Goku in personality and a ripoff of Yusuke in appearance. That's two characters, making Gon worse than Luffy. None of the Hunter x Hunter characters have any depth. They are exactly the same characters as when they started. Like, what's Leorio's arc? He's supposed to be the fourth main character and he's barely in the show. There's no pivotal characters in this dumpster fire. The story is also garbage. Luffy says his goal is to find the One Piece. He at least makes progress on that. Gon says his goal is to become the best hunter, but nothing he does brings him closer to that. Every single arc is so disconnected. It feels even more like filler than One Piece arcs do. There is no progress made in the arcs. The comedy also sucks. The characters also cry too much. The fights are very rare, which is a bad thing for battle manga. Gon also never uses strategy. All he does is punch really hard and rely on plot armor. Why was Gon so upset over the death of Kite, who he just met? That's stupid. And like pirates, hunters are lame. The power system isn't even explained. Where does Nen come from? How is it created? Does it work like MP in video games, or is there an unlimited amount? How can characters turn Nen into electricity? No explanation at all. And the manga is even worse than the anime. Have you seen the art? It's so ugly and lazy. The anime completely saved the manga. If there was no anime, I'd never have read this garbage. The women are so over-sexualized. The art is childish. In conclusion, you can't say you have good tastes if you like Hunter x Hunter. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and check out my manga for free online. If you enjoy my content, please consider donating to my Patreon. All important links will be in the description.